Hey guys, I'm Akash and welcome to Pabbly. So the topic for today's video is how to connect Amazon SES in Pabbly Connect. So a lot of users were requesting us that what is the actual process of connecting Amazon SES with Pabbly Connect. So just for an example guys, assume that you are a business owner and you have the details of your clients into a Google Sheet and you want to send them a promotional email, or all of the customers who have subscribed for your business newsletter, you want to send them email using Amazon SES. But guys, the manual process of getting the customer details from Google Sheet and manually sending emails from Amazon SES can be very much repetitive and time consuming. So in this video, I came up with an awesome automation by which we just have to get the details of the customer from Google Sheet in Pabbly Connect, and using Pabbly Connect and Amazon SES connection, we will be sending them emails automatically as a promotional email. Interesting, right? And in this video only guys, I will tell you what is the actual step-by-step process to connect Amazon SES with Pabbly Connect. So without wasting any time, let's begin with the process.
So as you can see, here we are on the Pabbly Connect dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you just have to go to your browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So after reaching this dashboard, click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Amazon SES to Google Sheets. Google Sheets to Amazon SES. Amazon SES. Okay, so we have given name to our workflow. And after that, we just have to click on create. Now after clicking on create, we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. So the idea here is, just for an example, assume that I have the details or the data of my clients, the name of the clients and the email address of the client in this Google Sheet. And to all of these clients, I want to send a newsletter. These clients have subscribed for my business newsletter and I want to send them a newsletter, for example, of 20% discount. I'm offering 20% discount this week. So I want to send emails to all of these clients using Amazon SES. So first we have to get the details like the name of the customer and the email address of that very same client in Pabbly Connect from Google Sheets. After that, using Pabbly Connect, we will send that very same client details to Amazon SES so that using Amazon's simple email service, we can send newsletters or emails to this very same clients or customers. So let's begin with the process. Now to do so, here in trigger window in our workflow, in choose app, we have to search for Google Sheets. Google Sheets it is. And after that, in trigger event, we have to select new or updated spreadsheet row. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now we will use this webhook URL to make the connection between Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect. And how we are going to do this? Just follow the help desk given below over here. So just copy this webhook URL from here, go to the Google Sheet which we have created, and after reaching to the Google Sheet, go to extensions, add-ons and click on get add-ons. Now as we click on get add-ons, we will reach to the Google Workspace Marketplace. And here in search app, we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Pabbly, Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And as you can see, I have already installed Pabbly Connect Webhooks, this add-on in my Google Sheets. You just have to install this very same add-on into your Google Sheets account. And after installing it, just refresh your Google Sheets page or Google Sheet once. This is a very important step. And after refreshing our Google Sheet, once again we'll go to extension and we can see that Pabbly Connect Webhooks, this add-on can be seen over here. Just hover on it and click on initial setup. Now as we click on initial setup, a new dialog box appears in front of us. And in this dialog box, it is asking us three basic details. First is selected sheet. So as you can see in this spreadsheet, I have only one sheet named as sheet 1. So by default, it is selected sheet 1 over here. Then it is asking us for the webhook URL. Now here we have to paste the very same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect workflow. So just copy it from here, go back to Google Sheets and paste it over here. After that, it is asking us for the trigger column. Now here you must be thinking, what is this trigger column? So in the background, you can see that column B is the last data entry column in which my data exists. After column B, there is no column in which my data exists. So basically, trigger column is the last data entry column of our Google Sheet. So basically, column B will be my trigger column for this sheet, for this example sheet, which we are using in this video, because it is the last data entry column of my Google Sheet. According to your spreadsheet, according to your Google Sheet which you have created, column B, C, D, E, F, G, H, any column could be your trigger column. Just make sure that that column is your last data entry column. So after selecting our trigger column, just click on Send Test. After clicking on Send Test, it is showing us test data sent successfully, which means the details or the data of the very first client whose details we have added. As you can see over here, test dummy. This is the detail name of the very first client whose details we have in this Google Sheet, and this is the email address. So details of the very first client, very first row, is now sent to Pabbly Connect using this webhook URL. So let's check our Pabbly Connect workflow. We'll get back to our workflow and we'll scroll down, and yes, here in trigger window, we have received some response from Google Sheets. And in this response, we can see the details of that very same client, the very first client which is added in our Google Sheet. We have the same name, test dummy, and same email address of that client which we have added into Google Sheets. Which means, guys, the step 1 of setting up this automation is now completed. Now let's get back to Google Sheet and just click on submit. Now, how we are going to get the details of the rest of the client? I'll tell you this in the later part of the video. But first, let's set up our workflow completely. So let's get back to Pabbly Connect, and after getting the details or the data from Google Sheets in Pabbly Connect workflow, we have to send this very same data to Amazon SES. So that using Amazon SES, we can send emails to this very same person on this email address. Now to do so, we'll just scroll down and come to our action window and move to step 2. We have to search for a feature of Pabbly Connect, that is SMTP. So let's search for SMTP. SMTP over here, just select it. So SMTP means the Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. So SMTP by Pabbly, this is the feature, this is the module of Pabbly Connect using which we will connect our Amazon SES account with Pabbly Connect. After choosing SMTP in Choose App, in Action Event from the dropdown, we have to select Send Email. And after that, just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now in this connection window, we have to enter some details from our Amazon SMTP account, Amazon SES account to make the connection using SMTP. And these details are host name, username, password, encryption type, and port. So here you must be thinking how we are going to find all of these details. So guys, how we are going to make the connection? For that, how we are going to get these details? For that, we will go to the dashboard of our AWS account. So this is the dashboard. And after that, here in search bar, we have to search for Amazon Simple Email Service. Let's search Amazon Simple Email Service. So this is Amazon SES. Just select it from here. And after that, guys, on the left side, we can see a menu option of 3 bars. Just click on it. And from here, just click on this account dashboard option. And then we will reach to the account dashboard of our Amazon SES account. So in this dashboard, we will find all the details regarding our Amazon SES account. So here you can see that the daily sending quota of my Amazon SES account seems to be more than 100,000 emails per 24 hours. But usually in new accounts, this limit is set to 200 emails per day. So basically, we contacted Amazon's customer support team and then we requested them for the new limit, a new increased daily sending limit. Now to increase your daily sending quota, daily email sending quota, you can basically also connect Amazon customer support and request them to do so. So guys, here you will find all the details regarding my Amazon SES account. How many emails I have sent in last 24 hours, how many emails are remaining in my quota, and what is the sending quota usage percentage. So these are the details. Now, other than that, when we will scroll down, here we will find Simple Mail Transfer Protocol SMTP settings of our Amazon SES account. And here we will find all the details which are required to make the connection. So the first thing which we see is SMTP endpoint. So just copy this SMTP endpoint from here, and basically this is the host of our Amazon SMTP account. So just go back to Pabbly Connect connection window And then you just have to paste this SMTP endpoint over here in the hostname field. Then after that, we will enter the username and password later. But first search for this encryption type. So here the encryption type is basically TLS. So here you can see the encryption type is TLS, which we are using. So we have to enter TLS over here. TLS is the encryption type. Then it is asking us for the port. So the port will be 587. This is the port which we are going to use. So in port section, we have to enter 587. Let's paste it over here. Now, after entering the encryption type, port and host, it is asking us username and password of our Amazon account as Amazon SES account, SMTP settings. So just click on this create SMTP credentials over here. And after that, after reaching to this page, on the right side, just click on this create button. After clicking on create button, just select show user SMTP security credentials, and here we will find the SMTP username and SMTP password of our Amazon SES account. Just copy this username from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After that, come back to this page, copy this password, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after entering all of these details, just click on save. Now, as we click on save, guys, we will see that we have successfully connected our Amazon SES account with Pabbly Connect using SMTP module. Now, after making the connection, it is asking us some details. So first thing it asks us is from name, that the emails which we are sending using Amazon SES, by what name we want to send those emails. So just for this video, let's take an example of a business named as XYZ Business. So let me name it as XYZ Business. So this is the name. Then it is asking us from email address. So here we have to enter the SMTP email, the Amazon SES account email. So the mails which we will be sending will be from this email address. After that, guys, it is asking us reply to. So to what email address the users, the customers to whom we are sending emails should reply. So this is not a mandatory field. So let's ignore this field for now. And then let's move to 2. So here in 2 section, we have to actually enter the email address of the customer to whom we are sending emails. So basically, we have added the details of the customer, their name and email address over here in Google Sheet. And we have received the Google Sheet response, Google Sheet data in Pabbly Connect in our trigger window. So from this trigger window, we have to basically map this very same email address of our customer over here in this 2 section. And the process of mapping, guys, is very simple. Simply click on this field, and in the drop down below, we can see all the responses which we have received from Google Sheet. All the data which we have received from Google Sheet can be seen over here. And out of all these responses, select the response of email and map it. And after mapping the email address of the customer in 2 sections, it is asking us for the subject, that what is the subject line of the email which we want to send should be. So let's enter the subject line over here. So guys, as we discussed in the example in this video, we want to send this email, the newsletter email, to the customers for the discount which we are offering. So let's take that example, and I'll enter the subject line as take 20% off on all plans, but not for long. So I want the subject line to be of my email to be like this: take 20% off on all plans, but not for long. Basically, you can enter any subject line of your choice which you want to send, which you want to be the subject line of the email. Then after subject line, let's move to body section. So here in body section, we have to actually enter the body of the email which we want to send. And the help text below it says, enter the HTML body of email. Use BR anchor tags for new line. So BR tags for new line. So basically, guys, we have to actually enter the body of the email which we want to send to our customer using Amazon SES. And the body should be in the HTML format. So if you want to move to the next line in the email, we have to use this BR tag. So basically, I have already created the body of the email which we want to send in this video in HTML format. Let me show you. Okay, so as you can see in this notepad, this is the body of the email in HTML format which I want to send. So this is a simple email. Let's copy this body from here, and then I'll paste this body in this body section over here. So this is the kind of email which I want to send, guys, to my new leads or the customers for the discount. So let me just change the formatting of this email over here. Give me a second. And yes, guys, this is the actual body of the email. So this is the kind of email which I want to send to my customers. So this email body is in HTML format right now. So where we basically use enter button in our email or in our text in while writing an email, I have used this BR tag over there. And in this email, guys, in body section after hi, I wanted to add the name of the customer to whom I am sending the email. And we have received the name of the customer from Google Sheets in Pabbly Connect response. So in trigger window with email address, we have also received the name, the very same name which we have entered in our Google Sheet. Just a second. So guys, we will be basically adding this very same name over here, mapping this very same name over here and after hi. So just click on this field over here, and from the drop down below from the responses of Google Sheet, select the response of the name and map it. So whatever name we will be adding of the customer in our Google Sheet in front of the email address, the very same name will be added over here in this body section in this email as well. So in this way, we can basically make this email which we are sending a dynamic one. Okay, so this is now the perfect formatting of this email. So after entering the body of the email in the HTML format, we just have to click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, we can see that we have received some response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that this complete mail with this body is now sent on this email address of the customer, the very same email address which we have entered in our Google Sheet. So let's check the email inbox of this email address. Let's go to a new tab, go to Gmail, and let's check it. And yes, guys, we can see that in this user has received an email from XYZ Business, the very same sender's name which we have added in our Pabbly Connect workflow over here in this action window. Then let's open this email. And guys, we will find that this is the very same email address whose body we have entered in Pabbly Connect workflow in this body section in the HTML format. And the formatting of the email is also the very same which we have entered over here in the HTML format. So this email says, "Hi, test me." Basically the name of the customer which we have added in our Google Sheet in front of this email address. It's our third anniversary and we want to thank you for riding with us. To show you our gratitude, we are offering you a 20% discount if you upgrade your subscription today. And the rest of the email which we have entered over here in this Pabbly Connect workflow. So guys, we saw that the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now using this automation, we can basically send emails to all the customers whose data we have in our Google Sheet using Amazon SES service. So guys, in this video, we have completely created this automation. Now the question arises, we have received the response of the very first customer which was present in our Google Sheet in Pabbly Connect. How to send email to the rest of the customer? So after completely setting up the automation, just go to the extensions section of your Google Sheet, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and what we have to do, we have to basically click on this Send All Data button. And by clicking on this Send All Data button, all the details present in our Google Sheet will be sent to Pabbly Connect workflow, Pabbly Connect automation, which we have created from Google Sheets using this webhook URL which we have added. And after that, this complete workflow will be executed for every user, and every user will be sent a mail using our Amazon SES account which we have connected, the very same mail whose body which we have created. So this was the complete automation of today's video. So let's understand in brief that what are the steps we follow, guys. So first, we have created a workflow in Pabbly Connect. And in this workflow, we have selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. A new or updated spreadsheet row was our trigger event. Then using a webhook URL, we have connected our Google Sheet, which was having our client's data, client's detail with Pabbly Connect. And then after that, we have received the data or the details of the very first client which was present in our Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect so that we can set up this automation. After receiving that response, that data, we have sent that very same data to SMTP by Pabbly. So basically, we used a feature of Pabbly Connect that is SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, to make the connection between our Amazon SES account and Pabbly Connect. So we connected Amazon SES account with Pabbly Connect using this SMTP module. And after that, we sent all the data which we have received from Google Sheet to SMTP by Pabbly, or basically Amazon SES, and using that, we have sent the email. So not just these applications, guys, you can basically connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this very same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this very same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com, and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.